Mm. I'm tired. I guess I should start talking if I want people in the live, but I don't know what to talk about. Could talk about, we have a full moon, I think, on Saturday in the sign of Libra, which is very interesting to me because the ruler of Libra in astrology is Venus, and Venus on that day will be going direct, so moving from a retrograde motion, which is like a backwards motion, back to a forwards motion. So I think that that's very interesting. I think Saturday is going to be a good day. Definitely like go out and have fun with your friends on Saturday, or go on a date or something. Saturday is going to be such a good day for that. Like, it's so nice. But aside from that, I'm not really sure what we have going on this week. I know that Mercury also just went direct, so that's good. So if you have any appointments to make or anything to clear up, now's probably the time to do it with Mercury direct. Mercury's in the microwave, or it's out of the microwave, or whatever they say these days. Gatorade, whatever. So that's going to be fun. Love that. Out of eclipse season, into Aries season. I don't know. I feel like Aries season is always... It's just always, like, for me as a Virgo, like, Aries is such a different energy than, like, what I'm used to. Hello from Canada. I am also in Canada. But yeah, like, Aries is so different than, like, the Virgo energy, so I find it kind of throws me off kilter a little bit. I don't know, and it's supposed to be, Aries season is, like, the springtime. Hello. Aries is springtime. It's where, like, everything is, like, growing and, like, just flowers are popping up. Like, life is coming back to the earth. But it's, like, when that happens, like, people want to, like, go out and do stuff. And I'm, like, my introvert ways come out. Like, I feel like I'm, like, extroverted. This is going to be so weird. No, I'm not a Sagittarius. Or are you a Sagittarius? No, I'm a Virgo. I'm talking just about, like, how a different Aries season feels, because the sun is in Aries right now, right? And how different, like, it feels than, like, what I'm used to, like, my own energy. I don't know. But, yeah, like, I do this weird thing where I'm in, like, I'm, like, more extroverted in the wintertime. It's so weird, because, like, no one wants to do anything in the wintertime, and all of a sudden I want to do stuff. But then when it's, like, nice out, I don't want to do anything. I don't know how to explain it. Hello. Yeah. Sagittarius. You're a Sagittarius. I like that. I love a Sag. Yeah. Sagittarius, usually very studious, very clever, very smart people. They typically want to like commit themselves to like one thing in life. With a Sag, like they're very committed to like a specific thing, and they don't necessarily like want to stray off from that one thing, you know? Sagittarius is like the opposite of a Gemini. So they're like the opposite of a jack of all trades, you know? But yeah. Definitely would be good to maybe do, like, go into studying something. The Sag, that Sag energy. Definitely the sign of the academics for sure, Sagittarius. I mean, Gemini's academic too, just like kind of in a different way, you know? Who's compatible with like a Sagittarius? Oh, any fire sign is compatible with a Sagittarius. So, like an Aries or a Leo would be compatible with you. But when you're checking like compatibility specifically, it's like sun sign compatibility. I'm not going to say it's not important because it is, but it's definitely more, I think, crucial to like look at the moon and Venus when you're looking at like compatibility. But yeah, everyone who like has their sun in like a fire sign would be very compatible with you. Because what about me? I am a Virgo. So it's not necessarily uncompatible. It's just there is like a little bit more tension with Virgo and Sagittarius. Like it would be, that's like a square if you want to get into the aspects or like square each other sort of thing, you know? But yeah, I do have my ascendant's in Leo though, and my Venus is in Leo though, so that would be compatible, I would say, with your sun sign. But it's hard to go off just the sun sign when it comes to like compatibility, because with compatibility, like there's so many different factors, right? Like you can do up a whole chart though if you know your birth time, or even if you don't know your birth time, you can basically make like a synastry, like a bi-wheel, and you can put your chart like in the middle of it, and then you can put the other person's chart in the outer of it, and you can like see what works and what doesn't, you know, with that. But yeah. That's just synastry though. There's like other techniques. There's also like composite charts, which is kind of where you take like, it's kind of like doing midpoints, I think. I'm not as familiar with that technique, but I would like to learn more about it. But yeah, pretty complicated stuff when you're getting into the compatibility stuff. And it's also like, I don't know, it's like I don't know, it's hard to, like, a synastry chart can only tell you so much. Any single chart can only tell you so much about like a person, you know? So it's like you have some people who like shouldn't be compatible, but they like somehow like work it out. So, you know, there's that. And then you have some people who are like born so close together and they should be like super compatible, but like they're not, you know? So I don't know. I think it's a little bit difficult to predict, but who am I compatible with? Well, I'd be compatible with other earth signs. So I'd be compatible with a Taurus or a Capricorn. It kind of depends though, like what type of compatibility we're looking at here, because sometimes opposite signs can be very compatible, but it also like depends on like the relationship. Like, usually opposite signs are very good at, like, staying friends and, like, being friends with each other. So, like, I'm a Virgo, opposite me would be, like, a Pisces. And so that would be compatible in terms of, like, friendship. Do I believe in love at first sight? No. Not really. I don't know. Maybe I've just never experienced it, though. I've never been like, oh, that's the one for me when I see someone. I don't know. Yeah. Why? Do you believe in love at first sight? Or like soulmates too? I don't know if I believe in soulmates. I think I believe in, like, I don't believe in one soulmate. I don't know. Like, I think, like, you have many soulmates. Like, there's also different types of soulmates, like platonic soulmates and stuff. Right? So, I don't know. That kind of stuff. I don't even know what I'm doing, but we're gonna do this. Hello, Pickles. How are you, Pickles? Yeah. One of your friends gave Scientology people your phone number and name, and they won't leave you alone. That's literally so crazy. Why don't just, like, block their number, though? I don't know. Scientology scares me. Scientology, like, is scary. Any organization that Tom Cruise is a part of is, like, inherently terrifying, you know? Like, no wonder that man can do his own stunts. But the way, like, if he's involved in Scientology, like, the stunts probably don't even faze him at all. I feel like that's not your friend. Or was it just, like, a joke? He was like, haha, that's funny. What the frick? That's so messed up. I don't even know what you can do, though. Like, can you report them to the police or, like, something for, like, harassment? Like, I don't even know. Is Scientology, like, protected or something under freedom of religion? Is it even a religion? I don't want to know, honestly. I don't want to know. You're probably going to have to change your phone number. Oh my god, that does suck. Why did your friend give... I don't understand that. Why would your friend do that? They're just a prankster, I guess. I don't know. Do you think the Scientologists do astrology? They would be into that, honestly. They probably would be into astrology. Scientologists. Ay, ay, ay. I do sometimes like to look into, like, those cult videos and stuff, though, but I always, like, forget what cult is which cult and stuff, and they all kind of, like, blend together. It's, like, the same stuff over and over again. Like, I can't remember anything about Scientology, aside from that, like, girl that you see on TikTok all the time, like that, I don't know what her name is, but she's got a creepy look on her face and stuff. If anyone knows what I'm talking about. You want to tell the police, but you think, no. I mean, they probably won't. The police are kind of useless. They probably won't do anything, but... Pickles, what did you say your zodiac sign was again? Oh, right, you're Scorpio. I forgot about that. I'm surprised no one on here ever asked me to, like, do their entire charts. Like, you can, like, you see some people on, like, TikTok Live and they want, like, their whole entire charts done. on TikTok Live. I don't know. Might be like a controversial opinion, but like I think it's weird that like they do like readings on like TikTok Live and stuff, because it's like, is that not like private information? I don't know. Like, I mean, just for me personally, I wouldn't really want all the stuff you talk about in like a chart reading to like get put online, but I guess whatever. Confidentiality, I guess that's what I'm trying to say here. Confidentiality, I think, is important. What is this? Oh, okay, whatever. Oh, we can do that. What is this? My friend is a quote. This is a joke. They think their god is a man, but made science fiction books. Did they? Is that what Scientology did? You should, as you should. But yeah. I do kind of hate though how like astrology always gets like lumped into like everything. Like I feel like so many cults and like weird shit, like astrology always gets lumped in, and I hate that. Like on those conspiracy shows, like Ancient Aliens. So entertaining though. Remember my mom used to watch those and I was like, whoa, this is low-key kind of entertaining. I get why people are into this, you know? Like all those conspiracies, like the aliens built the pyramids. My favorite one is that people are like living in the middle of the earth. I think that's just such a cool idea. I don't know. But I don't really believe in any of it. I think that like I don't know, like conspiracies to me are just like entertainment. You know? Like they're just entertaining. I'm trying to go like quickly today because I'm tired and I can't. I can't even, or whatever they used to say. Ron Hubbard. I will look him up. Name rings a bell. Yeah. It's crazy. I remember when I did my psych degree, we talked about like cults and like cult mentality and stuff, and it was really interesting. It's just like abuse tactics, though. I don't know. It's just like plain old abuse tactics coupled with group dynamics, and you get cults. They did commercials? That's insane. I can't believe Scientology used to do commercials. I feel like I never see commercials for Scientology. Like maybe they don't do them anymore because they know that everyone knows that they're a cult now. But yeah, in like the like city that I like live nearby, there is literally like a Scientology building, and it's so creepy. Just the vibes you get from walking past a Scientology building are like, nope, that is literally, there are demons in there type stuff, you know? Like, don't go near that building. So creepy. Oh, yeah. I remember I heard about her, Lee Remini. Yeah. She got out, didn't she, of Scientology or something? She was like indoctrinated into it, but then she like left. so scary. So scary. Maybe I should do the birth chart. I should do the birth chart of like a cult. Because you can do birth charts for not just like people, but you can do birth charts for literally like places or like different like countries and stuff. And I don't know, I think that would be really fun. But I'm not much of like a mundane astrologer. I think I need to practice that a little bit more. But yeah, that's like something that I think is so cool about like astrology, that you can like do the charts of like, yeah, like entire like nations and stuff. So cool. Like I think the US right now, like in the US's natal chart, I think they're going through like a Uranus opposition or something right now. Ooh, that kind of makes sense given the economy though. Like what's going on with the tariffs or whatever. Don't really understand why they would put tariffs on everything, but you know, you just keep on moving. It sucks if you have stocks though, you guys, I swear. Stocks are gonna go down so much. I can't find my other thingamajiggy. But yeah. Not exciting. I think it's also, what else? They had like a Neptune opposition, I thought, as well, or something. Or like a Neptune, I think it was opposing the midhaven in the, I can't remember. I looked at the US, like the US's natal chart like not that long ago, and I think I remember, from what I can recall, there was Neptune forming an opposition to, oh my god, maybe I will do like a US birth chart reading, because I think it would be so cool to do it, because the Neptune in Aries opposition the midhaven. The midhaven in a chart is like essentially the highest point in the chart. In like an individual chart, it's got stuff to do kind of like with your true calling and your true purpose in life. But when it comes to like a chart of like a nation or like a place or something like that, like something kind of inanimate, it has more to do with like the economy. So it makes sense, like Neptune and Aries. Neptune and Aries, it makes so sense what's going on now. I can't believe I just got this, but like Neptune and Aries, Neptune is a planet of like deception, dreams, delusion, and Aries is like so impulsive, right? So you've got Donald Trump, who's kind of like an impulsive leader, and he doesn't, I don't know, I do wonder if like if there's ulterior motives behind what like he's doing with the tariffs and stuff. But it might just be like this like weird sense of like confusion going on. Like there's just like this sense of cloudiness, which would make sense with Neptune being opposed to midhaven, and that's contributing to all these economic issues that we're seeing. That's so interesting. I need to look more into that. Because that's the thing, right? It's like, I don't know, like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to, like, the stock market's bouncing back and it's going down again and back again and down again and back again. So, I don't know, guys. But yeah, that, I need to look into that because that's so cool. But it's also like, I mean, it's definitely, like, the thing with the US is because its economy, at least currently in the modern political climate, it's just so like central to everything, and like it's central to like the world's economy, right? So it's like anything that is affecting the US and its like natal chart is probably actually going to have sort of like an impact on the world itself, like every single country. But yeah, I don't think you can do a natal chart for like the entire world. I don't think so, at least, but it would be cool to do. Because like, when was the world born? Like, no idea. Yeah. I feel like this, I don't know, it's kind of like drying out. I need to just keep it in the tube. But yeah, I'd be interested in looking at that natal chart again. Yeah. I think it'll be interesting though to see where science goes in relation to astrology in like the coming decades. Like I feel like, I don't know, I feel like science is always changing, obviously, but yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see. It would be interesting to like determine whether or not, which I obviously think that the planets have an impact on us, but it would be interesting, like, how would you test that? And how would they be affecting us too? Because with the sun, it's like, it's the light of the sun that affects us. But yeah. I don't know, there's newer research going into like how the moon impacts human behavior and stuff, and that stuff is obviously very fascinating too, so. Yeah, I'm trying to think about what we have like coming up aside from like the full moon, if there's anything else that's like interesting that people should worry about, but no. I think definitely with this full moon, if you have placements in the cardinal signs, like in Aries, Libra, Cancer, or Capricorn, then maybe you want to watch out for this full moon a little bit more than other people. I feel like this is actually a boring look for me. It's still purple, but I feel like it's boring for like compared to what I usually do. What time is it where everyone is though? I'm wondering if it's like super late at night for everyone. I don't know. Is it super late where you are? Is it near bedtime? I went to the beach today with my dad and I got like a bunch of oyster shells. And that was really cool. I keep like, there's a bug there. I keep like, in our backyard though, I keep like digging up oyster shells that we like put there years ago. So like there's just like a bunch of oyster shells like around in our backyard, like everywhere. But I kind of love them. I love oyster shells. They're very pretty. I don't know, I think it's interesting how there's just like different sea creatures all around the world. I mean, I guess that makes sense like with the climate and stuff, but yeah, like, I don't know, just imagine like going to like a beach and like finding like an abalone shell. Oh, such pretty shells. But yeah, I don't think they're actually harvested ethically though, the abalone. But, and they look funky, but their shells are gorgeous. But I imagine if you live somewhere where they resided and they just like, you could just like collect shells from the beach. And that would be so much fun. Okay, I'm gonna do some setting powder now. Ugh. I feel like though my entire like TikTok and like Instagram and like just like everything YouTube has been like so Australian coded for like the past like week and a half. Like just like it's like all the Australians are getting into drama and stuff and like or like shooting underwear commercials, and it's like, yeah, people are going feral. So it's just been nothing but Aussies. Nothing but the water people. I love Australian accents though. It's so like they're so funny. I feel like I can never, sometimes I can't distinguish it from like an English accent though. Like it sounds very similar sometimes. Depending on like the way that each like individual person speaks, but yeah though. There was that like, I don't know, there's that like, I literally never followed this girl, but like there's that one creator with like the birds and stuff, and like apparently she's really messed up. So yeah. The Scientology girl had to call you. Oh no. Literally block her. Just keep blocking everyone until no one can get a hold of you at all. So no one can get a hold of you whatsoever. Where did that thing go? I'm like trying to find the whatever. You know what? It doesn't matter. I'll find it later. But yeah, I have way too many shelves in my room now. What message is self-review? Whatever. No, that's literally fine. What, the Scientology girl? You feel bad for stringing the Scientology girl along? Why would you feel bad about that? Why would you feel bad about stringing someone from Scientology along? They're like the OG scammers. It's like the... What are people always posting? Has anyone seen that one video of this girl and she was like, it was like a scam caller, and she's like, she's like leading him on, and she's like, I'll give you my credit card number if you like sing for me. And he like started singing. That she tried to interrupt him, and he was like, no, let me keep singing. She's like, oh, okay. So funny. Literally hilarious. Hello, how do you say your name? Duandre? Duandre. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I feel like her parents and her family are looking for her, and I should probably help her out of that cult. What? Not the savior complex, no. That's how you get dragged in. Pickles, that's how you get dragged into the cult. You can't do that. I don't know what that is. IMAX? I'm so confused. I have no idea what that means. Okay, I need to find... I always need to find something. Because I'm always losing things. I think this is pretty much done. Maybe I need to go get another eyebrow pencil. Ugh. Eyebrow pencil, eyebrow pencil. I can't find it. Can't find my eyebrow pencil. It's in one of these somewhere. I swear to God. I heard this. I'm sure that it wasn't like originally here. Like, oh no, it's right here. Haha, I'm blind. I can never find things. What? You're the cutie I'm looking for. Spill the skincare routine, please. The skincare routine is, I don't know. Honestly, my skincare routine, I wash my face at night. I double cleanse, and then I put on tretinoin. I don't know if anyone knows what tretinoin is. It's like a retinol. It's like a really strong prescription strength retinol that you can get. And then what else do I do? And then I just put on like a moisturizer at night. But then in the morning I'll like use like more like hydrating toners and stuff. But yeah, the tretinoin is as hyped as they say it is. If you're in the US though, you can actually get Differin or like a Dappling gel. And it's like you can just buy it off the shelf and it's like as good as the prescription strength stuff. So yeah, get Differin if you're in the US, or if you're somewhere else, then you can get a prescription for tretinoin from like your doctor or whatever. I looked up Scientology and they make $47 a week and work 110. What the heck? That's crazy. What toner do I have? I don't know. I'm always like switching the toners. Like I've tried so many and like none of them, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't think like you need, like the toner isn't like super important. I mean, there's like lots of brands that have like good toners on the market nowadays. So I don't really know. But yeah, I really do like Hada Labo though has really good toners. Hada Labo has like the best toners, honestly. Like there's that one on TikTok that went really popular a while ago, but all their toners are good. They're like a Japanese, I think they're like a Japanese skincare brand. So good though, love it. I feel like I can hear a dog outside. There's always weird noises coming from outside. Can't let them get you though. What the heck? You've got to ignore the forest noises, or else the demons are gonna get you, the forest demons. Like, what the heck is that? Your skin's really dry? Yeah. Korean skincare is good too, yeah. Korean toners are good. I love Korean toners and Japanese toners. Yeah, I definitely think like in terms of toners, like the Asian toners, they're definitely ahead of the game on that one in comparison to like a lot of like Western toners. Like I think like toners kind of just recently became a thing in the Western world, whereas it's always sort of been a thing. It's been a thing for a while now in like Asian countries, so. Can I give Scientology your info? Absolutely not. You cannot give Scientology my info. I will not claim that negative energy. I feel gay. I plucked my eyebrows the other day. Are you serious, Pickles? How did plucking your eyebrows make you gay? Also, you don't really want to, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, don't pluck your eyebrows. Because the eyebrow hairs don't grow back. Like, I don't know if anyone's told. Maybe the men are unfamiliar with this, but if you pluck your eyebrow hairs, they're not guaranteed to come back. So, just honestly, like, don't pluck your eyebrow hairs. That's my advice for the eyebrows. Yeah, see, now I remember why I didn't really like this pen. I'll have to get another one, whatever. Because it makes my eyebrows kind of like reddy. I don't know. Like a little reddish. Can you put a hex on Scientology for me? I don't know if I would hex Scientology. I don't know if that's a good idea. I feel like they've probably got lots of spiritual protection, those people. The Scientologists. I mean, I usually only put hexes on people who've done really bad stuff, or like institutions that have done really bad stuff. Like right now, they're just kind of just trying to recruit you. Maybe I will one day just put a hex on Scientology. Mascara. Ooh. Or wait, should I do my eyeliner? Probably. Probably should do the eyeliner first. I'll do like purple and gold. Try not to poke your eyeballs out. Guys, let me know if there's any celebrities you want a birth chart on, though. Because I'm gonna start doing celebrity birth charts again. Can't remember if I mentioned that in the last live, but... I'm like so quiet today. I'm tired, okay? I bet it's just me and Pickles right now. Pickles and I against the world. Making pretty good time here, honestly. Thought I'd be here longer. I'm your biggest fan. Oh, that's sweet. Remember that one guy that came into the chat that one time? I'm not even sure if you were here, Pickles, but he was like, you need to pass on your genes because you have green eyes, which I don't. They're literally hazel. But he was like, you have green eyes and you have to pass on your genes. And it was so weird. Tell your dad I still owe him a beer. You do owe him a beer. What beer do you drink, Pickles? I knew you were a dude the second you said that. It's like, of course this is a man. I don't know, though. Some women drink beer, so... You're a man of your word. That's good. You always want to be a man of your word. There's lots of liars these days on society. Pickles, didn't you say you lived in Chicago? I can't remember. Were you the guy that said he lived in Chicago? Or was that someone else? I want to buy him Molson because he's Canadian. Is that a Canadian brand? I don't even know. I think my dad and my brother both like the, what is it called? I'm trying to think. What is it called? It's like the, Stella. That's what it is. That's what they like. I live in Chicago, and the Scientology people will hear after me. Oh, you do live in Chicago. Yeah. Doesn't Chicago get a lot of tornadoes? I can't remember if we had this conversation. Like, isn't it part of, like, this weird kind of weather system in Chicago? Like, don't they get tornadoes or something? I love those videos, those tornado videos on TikTok. Those are, like, some of my favorite videos, is the tornadoes. They're so fun to watch. It reminds me of, like, true crime, but it doesn't have any of the guilt of, like, oh my god, this is a person who died type of thing. It's like, I don't know. It's like, this is, like, a tornado. And tornadoes are obviously really scary, but you can't really, like, control. I don't know. Like, a sociopath is different. I feel like you can choose to, like, not kill people, but, like, a tornado just forms on its own kind of thing. But yeah. I would say that it would be awesome to, like, live somewhere where there's no, like, extreme weather events, but I don't think that that place exists. Like, I don't think that, like, if there's no tornadoes, then if there's no tornadoes, then there's, like, earthquakes, and if there's, like, no earthquakes, then there's blizzards, and if there's, like, no blizzards, then there's drought, and if there's no drought, then there's, like, a ton of rainfall. Like, I don't know, I just think that, like, everywhere is, like, a disaster zone. Yeah. We've been getting quite a few earthquakes here, though. Stella and Heineken tastes like something. Check the tornado that happened here in Alberta last year. Was there a tornado in Alberta last year? Tornado in Alberta. I know that there was, like, a big EF4, like, a long time ago. Like the Black Friday tornado or something? I don't know. I think I watched a video about that, but I haven't watched anything about... We go driving through, like, my grandparents live in Saskatchewan, though, so we have to drive through Alberta sometimes, so maybe I'll make sure to pay attention to the weather forecast when we have to drive through Alberta. I mean, I think Saskatchewan also gets... That was Edmonton, yeah. Black Friday happened in Edmonton. A tornado. All I know about tornadoes is that the rating system is crap. That's what I know about tornadoes, is that they need to redo the rating system. Because they do it based on, like, how much damage a tornado causes, and they don't do it based on, like, how much... Like, how strong it is. Like, they just do it based on damage. Which, I mean, damage is, like, an indicator of strength, but like, that's not the only thing. So, you know. Is that right? If I was your man, I would love to make you a broom to ride around on. I would love a broomstick, honestly. To go flying on, broomstick. I can't tell if that's supposed to be an innuendo, though. In my mind, that's like a literal witch broomstick, you know? But I guess, I don't know, you don't really necessarily need a broomstick unless you're like really bad at cleansing your space, then yeah. Oh, well, hi, I have some questions. The craft, what about the craft? You have some questions? Okay, ask me a question then. What is your question? The craft, is that like, there's that movie, I watched that movie not too long ago, actually, The Craft. It was pretty good. It was just, I don't know, like a bunch of girls doing witchcraft. It's like literally the plot of the movie. Doing witchcraft. Will you let me ride around on the broom with you, or is that not cool? I don't know. Are there laws forbidding people from riding around together on broomsticks or something? What's on TV? The Craft? Is it? I feel like I never see it on TV. Yeah, I like it. It's good. I also like the one with the two sisters, like the, what was it called? I can't remember what Practical Magic with, what's her face? With Sandra Bullock and the other lady, Nicole Kidman. Yeah, that was good. The style, you guys, like, this is the thing, okay? Like, the style in those movies is like, no, I'm not heading out, but I'm filming videos, so that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to, where's, I don't know. Do I want to try and contour my nose? I usually don't like contouring my nose. My dad is the only one who earns in our house right now, and he's broke. What should I do regarding astrology? It's kind of like a loop of financial crises. Ooh, that's such an interesting question. When it comes to finances, with astrology, you definitely want to look at your Venus placements or look to the second house in your chart. That's where I would say to look. If you want guidance on like financial matters, you can look to like the sign placement in the second house, see if you have any placements in the second house, see what's going on in your second house. Definitely. But obviously, why is it not letting me see it? Whatever. It's not letting me see it, the message. Like Lana Del Rey. I don't really think I look like Lana Del Rey, but thank you. I'm trying to find, I don't even know. I'm just gonna do that. I'm not the best at contouring, so. And what should I do after that? How can I manifest money for him? I mean, there's lots of rituals that you can do for money. Like people like to do money bowls and stuff like that, or like spells and stuff. No, I do know Lana Del Rey. Yeah, look at his placements though as well, not just your own. Look at your dad's placements, look to the second house, look to Venus, and see if there's anything that can be done there. Also see where Taurus is in your chart. Taurus is the sign of money, so Taurus placements are obviously going to, like, if you can tap into any kind of Taurus placements that you have in your chart, that might help a bit. You've done so many things, but nothing has ever worked. Yeah. It's kind of hard, I think, especially in this world that we live in, money issues. I think everyone's kind of struggling with money right now. It seems to be a theme. What I have though for like the kind of collective, like maybe inspiring like a little bit of hope in some people, I do think that we are going to start seeing a world that looks very different in the coming decades. It's like less financially focused. Yeah, I would say definitely when it comes to like finances, it's always good to have a support network, like have people that you can rely on, people in your community that you can turn to, who can lend a helping hand, or like if, you know, God forbid, like you lose a house or something, you can, you know, stay in their place for a bit. Like people like that are super valuable to have, and kind of, you know, yeah. Like I would do a lot for my friends, you know, and like people in my community if they needed me. Jennifer Lawrence, really. Do Scorpios make good money? Yeah, they do make good money. It's like Scorpios, though, it's always like it feels like there's always a price to the money they make. Like it's usually like Scorpios would be good at making like joining like organized crime groups, like making money that way or something. Not that I'm like recommending that anyone do that, but you know, when times are tough, yeah, Scorpios do make money. They definitely, I think, can stand to inherit a lot of money too, right? Like wealth through death kind of thing, right? Scorpio is all about kind of regeneration of things and like death and sort of like intense experiences, you know? So, yeah. Dye my hair blonde, I look like her. Jennifer Lawrence? Jennifer Lawrence was a brunette, though. You're so right, I love crime. I'm not encouraging it, okay? I'm just saying. I don't condone violence. Unless it's violence against. No, I'm kidding. Okay, let's finish up with a little bit of powder. Better as a blonde? You think I'd look better as a blonde? Of course you would say that. All men think blondes are better. That's like the standard. No, you know what I want to do? I don't want to go blonde. I really want to put tinsel in my hair. Okay? Like tinsel, like little like sparkly strands of stuff. That's what I want to do. I want to put that in my hair. I think that would be super fun. My friend is actually having like a fairy themed wedding soon, and I was thinking of putting tinsel in my hair before the wedding because I think it would be really cute, and it'll go with like the fairy theme, sort of fantasy theme. When I was in school, I worked in the mall as a security guard, and I robbed a jewelry store in the middle of the night and got away with it. Don't admit that online then. What are you doing? Oh my god. You're not supposed to admit to that online. You guys are so silly. Pickles, you are a Scorpio though, so it makes sense that you would rob someone. Like that makes perfect sense to me, you know? Oh, 24/07/2009. I have a date. Okay, wait. Let me grab my laptop. Ooh, where is it? Date of birth. Let's see. If I had a cult, you would join it. What? Well, luckily I don't have a cult. Pickles, though, if you want a chart reading, just hit me up. That's as close to a cult as you'll get. It's a birth chart reading. I love how I'm encouraging this parasociality. I'm just like, yeah, guys, I'm gonna start a cult. I'm gonna let me see here. Chart. Oh my god, don't yell at me. I don't know who this is, but we're gonna, what is it, 24? Oh, so, what is that? January, April, May, July. No, that's a Cancer, isn't it? Statute of limitations. We'll just work with yours for now. Wait, where were you born though? If you have your birth time, that would be great, but I feel like most people don't. We'll just set it to like 12 a.m. or something, or 12 p.m. Oh, you're a Leo. You're a Libra, nice squishmallows. Pretty sure I'm a sociopath. Do you know your time though? Birth time. If you have the birth time. Or birth location. The location. Read my Scorpio reading. Oh, 7 is July. I'm pretty sure I'm a sociopath. Love how we went from squishmallows to like sociopath. Sociopathy. He's very cute. I don't know. I forgot what their names are though. I don't know if it says on here. I'm sure I could Google it and find their names. I got this one off of, where did I get it from? I got it off of, what do you call it? Poshmark. That's where I got it from. 5 to 7 p.m. and my location. We're gonna go 6 p.m. Whatever. And yeah, what is it? Okay, let's see now. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, you are a Leo. 7th house. Leo, Mercury, where's Venus? Ooh. Venus and Gemini in the 6th house. Lots of 2nd house placements. Wow. Okay. Very interesting. I just have a feeling that like you're gonna encounter like some of those are worth a lot of money. What? The crime happened in Florida when I was in school. Guys, I'm literally getting so confused. November 15th. Okay, well, we're just gonna look at this one chart for now. Huh, that's so interesting. So this is like, okay, when I look at this chart though, like Mansfi, how do you say your name? Mansfi? I don't know. But there's like lots of 2nd house placements. 2nd house is the house of earnings. And I definitely see, I think that there's like a lot of business potential, business savvy, very business savvy. You seem, I don't know. I think that later in life, you're definitely going to find quite a bit of money. It's kind of like a sore spot for you though. Like there's a sore spot when it comes to money with you. I definitely think this chart in particular, when I look at this, you need to really find like your path and like your purpose and see like a purpose to the money that you make, if that makes sense. Like there needs to be kind of like an underlying like ethic, right? Like you need to put in the work basically. Like you have to work really hard to kind of like solve some of these like money problems. But yeah, I think that you specifically are going to make a lot of money at some point, or make like a decent earning for sure. Huh. Interesting. I see there could be potential in creative fields, potentially, like something artistic. But again, there's lots of business potential, lots of finance potential here with your chart. Like managing of people's finances, or I don't know if this is a job necessarily, but there's like, there's like you would be so good at like doing something related to like death, almost like managing of people's assets, like before death, like managing people's wills or something. That would be something good to do, like even, or like getting involved in like becoming like a mortician or something, or like a death doula or like a death counselor, sort of anything like that would be good for sure. Like career wise, or like there could be like, I don't know, love life. You're definitely someone that will probably meet a lot of people, or you'll need to like it might feel like your love life is constantly shifting because you've got Venus and Gemini. I would say to find someone like love wise, find someone that can like stimulate you intellectually, like find someone that intellectually like makes sense with you, you know, who like intellectually connects with you. That's what I would say about your love life. And someone, I don't know, maybe you'll find someone who's also like more creative too, like a creative type of person, someone who's like intellectual and like very creative. That could definitely be it. There's definitely like a lot of restlessness though, like lots of masculine energy in this chart. Like you might want to find someone that's like a little bit chill, like more chill, I don't know, to kind of balance you out. Like Leo. It's like air, fire, earth. Yeah. Be just like open to change. Like allow there to be changes in your life, you know? Yeah. My ex-wife and I were both Scorpios, but totally different. But our sex life was great. Well, yeah, of course you're both Scorpios. Of course it would be. What details do you need to do read? I usually only, like, if people have like one or two questions, I'll like answer, but usually, I mean, full birth chart readings I would charge for, but like usually for a reading, what you would require and what most astrologers will require from you is, at minimum, is your date of birth as well as like your location, because you just need that to drop a chart, like you do. And then it's like birth times are like ideal, like you want to have a birth time, but it's kind of like optional, but it's like you definitely want someone, like you want a birth time to be able to do the chart, for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna go now. But yeah, if anyone has like questions, I'll probably be on live again, maybe on the weekend. Pickles, we can do your chart next time though, Pickles, when I see you. Yeah. November 15th, November Scorpio. Oh, you're like near the end of it then, eh? Near the end of Scorpio season, Pickles. 7:15 p.m. Were you born in Chicago though, Pickles? You're very smart, you know what's up. Yes, it was nice meeting you too. Hopefully I answered like some of your questions about, you know, like your finances. Yes, good afternoon from Australia. Okay. Anyways, guys, though, I'm gonna go. But yeah, if you, yeah, I'm on live sometimes. So if like you want questions, if you have questions about your chart, you can always just ask when I'm on live and I'll answer. Yeah. But anyways, I'll see you all again very soon. So thank you for watching.